Good morning students. Today we are going to solve in circles chapter exercise 10.2 fifth problem. Okay. See what is given. Prove that the perpendicular at the tangent of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. What we are going to prove? A perpendicular at the point of contact always passes through the center of the circle. Let me draw the figure to prove this. Now this is the circle. This is the circle with center O, right? I am taking one tangent to the circle. This is the tangent to the circle, and point of contact I am taking as P. So according to question, what we are going to prove? The line perpendicular to the tangent passing through P always passes through the center of the circle. Okay, this is P point of contact and this is the center. We know point of line joining of point of contact and center of the circle always perpendicular to the tangent. Okay, and right, to prove this I am assuming one circle, right? Solution. Let us consider a circle let us consider a circle with center O. I considered one circle with center O and P be a point of contact. Point of contact. I considered one circle with center O and I have taken P as a point of contact. Now we are going to prove that. Now we have to prove line passing through P line passing through P perpendicular to the tangent. A line, what we are going to prove? A line passing through P perpendicular to tangent always passes through center of the circle. Center of the circle, right? So what we are going to prove? Now we have to prove that line passing through P and perpendicular to the tangent always passes through the center of the circle, right? So to prove this I am taking contradiction method. Contradiction method means here we are proving that line passing through point and perpendicular to tangent always passes through the center. No? So here what I am taking in contradiction method, a line passing through P and perpendicular to tangent is passes through some another point, not with center, not from center. So I am taking another point O dash. Okay, a line perpendicular to tangent. And what I am assuming in contradiction method, a line perpendicular to tangent and passing through point of contact always passes through some other point O dash. Okay, here this line also I am taking as perpendicular. So O dash P I am assuming as perpendicular to tangent at P and passes through O dash, not passing through the center. Okay. Now we shall prove this. By contradiction method. Okay. Let us assume that what I am assuming. I am assuming one perpendicular line passing through P is passing through another point O dash. Let us assume that a line perpendicular to tangent at P passing through passing through the point, passing through O dash, a line perpendicular to the tangent at P passing through O dash. So that implies we can say here it is perpendicular, no? So how we can write this angle? Suppose here I am taking some A point on the tangent. So we can write from the figure, observe the figure. From the figure we can write AP O dash is 90 degrees. Why? Because I assumed one line perpendicular to the tangent at P passing through O dash. Okay, and we know that line joining of center. Here O is the center, not O dash. O dash is another point. And we know that the line joining of center and point of contact always perpendicular to the tangents. And we know that the OPA also 90 degrees. Right? AP O dash 90 degrees. Why? Because I assumed a line perpendicular to the tangent at point P and passing through O dash. And this one, this is the condition. We know that a line joining of point of contact and center is always perpendicular to tangent. So I wrote here OPA is 90 degrees, AP O dash also 90 degrees. Okay, right. Now see, these two angles are equal. So that implies you can write angle APO dash and angle APO are equal. Okay, same one. See, observe the figure. This angle is 90 degrees and this angle is 90 degrees. But from the figure, this angle is more, this angle is less. Observe here, this angle is more and this angle is less. So by figure we can observe that. By figure we can observe that angle APO dash is less than angle APO. So by 2 what we can say, this one is not possible. This is equal. From these two conditions we got these are equal. But by observing the figure, this angle is less than this angle. So this is not possible. Okay, here you can write by observing equation 2, by observing 2 APO dash angle APO not possible. When it is possible, this is not possible. When it is possible, when O dash coincide with O. So it is possible only when O dash coincides with O. When O dash coincides with O, then this is possible. When O dash coincides with O, then any line perpendicular to, if it is coincide with O, assume this coinciding with O. What is this? This is perpendicular. We assume this line is perpendicular to the tangent at P. So it is always passing through O. Right? Now you can write if O dash coincides with O, then we can say any line perpendicular to tangent at point of contact always passes through center of the circle. That's all. Okay, right. Next problem number 6. Sixth problem. Problem number 6. What is given? Sixth problem. The length of tangent from a point A. The length of tangent. The length of tangent. Length of tangent. The length of tangent. The length of tangent from a point A. From a point A. From a point capital A. From a point capital A. At distance 5 centimeters. At distance 5 centimeters. At distance 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters from the center of the circle. From the center of the circle. Center of the circle. From the center of the circle 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. Find the radius of the circle. Find the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle. Find the radius of the circle. See here, what is given? The length of tangent from a point A at distance 5 centimeters from the center of the circle is 4 centimeters. So what is length of tangent? Length of tangent is 4 centimeters from the point A, which is 5 centimeters distance from circle, from the center of the circle. This is the circle. We have one point A which is 5 centimeters away from the center of the circle. 5 centimeters. From through A we have drawn one tangent. We have one tangent whose length is 4 centimeters. This length is 4 centimeters. So he is asking the radius of the circle. This is the radius. I am taking point of contact as O. Right? Contact as P. So length of tangent is given. Distance from the distance of the point from the center is given. We are going to find radius of the circle. Right? Solution. Right. And let us consider a circle with center O. With center O. Center O, radius R. Radius R. Right? Draw. Given that what is given? Given that OA, the distance of the point from the center is given 5 centimeters, and AP, what is AP? Length of tangent. AP, length of tangent is given. Length of tangent 4 centimeters. Right? Now what we are going to find? We are going to find OP here. We are going to find OP. So from triangle OPA, from triangle OPA, right angle triangle, this is the perpendicular. Okay, from triangle OPA, OA square is equal to, by Pythagoras theorem, OA square equal to OP square plus PA square. OP square plus PA square. This is hypotenuse. Why? Because the line tangent and line joining of point of with center always perpendicular. Okay, so hypotenuse square equal to OP square plus PA square. So what is OA? 5. 5 square is equal to what is OP? OP is radius R square plus what is PA? PA length 4 centimeters. So 4 square. Right? Now bring this 4 square at left hand side. You will get R square is equal to 5 square minus 4 square. R square 25 minus 16. R square is 9. R is 3 centimeters. So radius of the circle is 3 centimeters. Right? Now problem number 7. Seventh problem. What is given? Two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Two concentric circles are of radius 5 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Okay, two concentric circles are of radii. How much? 5 centimeters, 3 centimeters. 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Find the length of chord of the larger circle. Find the length of chord. Find the length of chord. Length of chord. Find the length of chord. Length of chord. Find the length of chord of the larger circle. Of the larger circle. Larger circle. Find the length of chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Which touches the smaller circle. Which touches the smaller circle. Smaller circle. Okay, according to question, I will draw one figure. This is larger circle and this is smaller circle. Okay, they are concentric circles, so center is same for both the circles. One radius, smaller circle radius is 3 centimeters. Larger circle radius is 5 centimeters. Okay. Now what we are going to find? Find the length of the chord of larger circle. Chord for the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So I will take one chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. AB. Now here AB is the chord of the larger circle and it touches the smaller circle P. Okay, right. Let us consider solution. Let us consider two concentric circles. Two concentric circles with center O. With center O. So I am taking this center O with center O. Okay. Right. Given that larger circle, larger circle radius 5 centimeters and smaller circle and radius of smaller circle 3 centimeters. Okay, let us draw chord AB to the larger circle, which touches smaller circle at P, right? Okay. Now see, I will join OA and OB and I will join OP also, right? Next join OA, OB and OB. OA, OB and OB, right? Right. After joining OA, OB, OP, we know that OP, line joining of OP always perpendicular to AB. Why? Because P is point of contact, O is center. Line joining of point of contact and center always perpendicular to the tangent. This is tangent to the smaller circle, right? We know that OP perpendicular to AB. OP perpendicular to AB, right? Why it is perpendicular? Why? Because this is tangent to the smaller circle, so perpendicular. And if you consider AB as chord of the circle, larger circle, then OP is what? Already perpendicular. OP is perpendicular. So we know that in a circle, if you have one chord and if you draw any perpendicular through the center, it will bisect the chord. So we have OP perpendicular to AB and AB is chord of larger circle. OP perpendicular to AB. Why? Because this is tangent to the smaller circle and AB is chord of larger circle. AB is chord of larger circle. So we know that now we have to write. We know that any perpendicular perpendicular line through the center of the circle, any perpendicular line through the center of the circle bisects the chord, bisects the chord of the circle, any perpendicular line through the center of the circle bisects the chord of the circle. Now here AP, BP are equal, so that implies AP is equal to BP. What is AB length? We don't have AB length, right? We are going to find AB length. We know that AP equal to BP. Now this is radius of smaller circle, it is given 3, and OA is radius of larger circle, it is also given this 5. Okay, from the figure, and this is perpendicular, why? Because it is tangent to smaller circle. So from triangle, I am considering this triangle APO. From triangle APO, using Pythagoras theorem, OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. OA square 5 square, OP square 3 square, AP square unknown. So 5 square minus 3 square is equal to AP square. 5 square minus 3 square equal to AP square. 5 square minus 3 square, AP square is equal to 25 minus 9. AP square is equal to 16. AP is 4. If AP is 4 centimeters, then BP also 4 centimeters. So therefore we can write AB equal to, AP is 4. So that implies BP also 4 centimeters. Now I am going to find AB length. AB is equal to AP plus BP. AP 4 centimeters, this is also 4 centimeters, totally 8 centimeters is the length of chord, AB chord for the larger circle. Okay, right. Okay, these 3 problems enough today. Thank you.